If the power seat suddenly stops working in your Kia Sportage, it could be due to a blown fuse. In this video, I will show you exactly where to find the power seat fuse so you can check or replace it and get back to adjusting your seats. Open the driver's door and look at the panel under the steering wheel. You will see the cover for the interior fuse box. Grab the handle and pull out the cover. On the back of this panel, you will find a fuse diagram that labels each fuse and its function. The fuse for the driver's side power seat is located at the bottom right corner. It is labeled as DRE with a power seat symbol. That will be this green 30A fuse in the fuse box. And the fuse for the passenger side power seat is the third last fuse in the most right column. It's labeled as pass with a power seat symbol. That will be this 30A fuse in the fuse box. Using a test light is a reliable way to confirm that both the fuse and the circuit are working properly. Clip the test light to a metal ground point, like an unpainted bolt under the dash or on the door. Then touch the probe to the exposed metal contacts on top of the fuse. These are the two little metal tabs on each end. If the test light illuminates for both sides, the fuse is good. If it lights up on only one side, the fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. If you don't have a test light, you will have to pull out the fuses and inspect them visually. Carefully pull out the fuses using a fuse puller or a pair of needle nose pliers. Now hold the fuses up to a light and look at the tiny metal strip inside. A good fuse will have an unbroken strip running across the middle. If the metal strip is broken or burned, the fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. Here is an example of a blown fuse. You can see that the thin metal strip inside is broken, which means the fuse can no longer complete the circuit. If any of the fuse is blown, replace it with the new fuse of the same amperage rating. That is 30A fuse for the power seat. Push it firmly back into the same slot. And that's how you locate, test and replace the power seat fuse in a 4th generation Kia Sportage. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing to Join for more automotive troubleshooting videos. Thanks for watching.